Now that we have made our increase stitch for the first round, which was 2 single crochets in the same hole, we need to relocate the orange stitch marker to indicate the start of round 2. Remember, currently it's placed in the first stitch of round 1. Marking the first stitch of each round is very important practice, especially when we are working in circles. Now, before we move on with the marker, let's prepare for it. First, gently pull your hook away from your work or from you, making the loop on the hook quite large. This provides some flexibility in case you accidentally tug on the yarn. We would not want to unintentionally unravel any of your progress. The unique nature of crocheting in circles could make it a bit tricky to tell where one circle ends and the next one starts, as you can see in this piece right here. This is what gives the finished piece that seamless, beautiful appearance, but makes things a bit tricky for us as well. Now let's go ahead and shift that orange stitch marker to mark the start of our round 2. To do this, first let's unclip the stitch marker, much like a safety pin. Now to locate the first stitch of round 2, let's flip our work just to make it easier for us to see our stitches. As we know, we made 2 stitches in our second round, 1 single crochet and second single crochet in the same hole to make it an increase stitch. We want to place our orange stitch marker under that second V, as that marks the very first stitch that we made for this round, which was 1 single crochet stitch, followed by our increase stitch. It doesn't really matter which direction you insert the stitch marker, as long as it's under the V formed by 2 strands that make up this stitch. Now let's secure this stitch marker. And if you look at your piece, you'll see that you have 1 stitch marker near your hook hand, and then 2 stitch markers near your yarn hand, the hand that you hold your yarn with.